Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was gonna say I am getting up there in age, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So just the other day with the hurricane and everything that went on, we saw some trees that fell on my neighbor's property. And the reason why I wanted to talk about that, and I also have the picture either in the video or in the thumbnail in the title, because I wanted you to see what real life is like, even as a homeowner, needless to talk about a real estate investor, right? So imagine the people in Florida that might own several properties, hurricane hits, you got to worry about 5, 6, 7, 8 different properties, 8 different insurances, all that stuff just going on. I mean, life is good until it's not, right? Things can always happen and affect you in more ways than one. In fact, I gotta go and look at my rental and make sure it's in tip-top shape. I know I cut all the trees around the property, but there's always other things that can occur. Maybe a car got picked up and hit the side rail, whatever the case may be. We have to look at these things and ensure that everything is in tip-top shape and everything is all good. With that being said, you know, neighbors obviously had insurance, just got their roof replaced. So I asked them certain questions like, hey, do you have a warranty on the roof? It just got replaced. Hey, do you have a good tree company? Because I know one. Hey, right, because this roofing company is not going to do the tree removal also. So you have to be aware of these things, right? You got to get tree removal, then you got to get your roofing company. If you don't have a warranty, then you need to call your insurance so that your insurance can pay on the claim. And hopefully you have weather protection and things of that nature. If you don't have that, then you're forced to pay out of pocket. And luckily, there wasn't too much damage done to the home. So you are able, or at least they are able to get away with little damage being done, but it still took off just a smidge of their roof, like literally a bottom portion wasn't really getting into the house. It was like the hood to the house. And so, you know, I think they got away with a little bit of damage, but damage nonetheless, stuff you got to take care of and get replaced. And ironically, I'm about to give away a little too much information, but let's just say that this place is full of trees, so much so that the community that I live in is actually named after trees. And it's so funny to me that it was a tree that ended up landing on one of my neighbor's properties, right? So, you know, we were joking and saying if we cut all the trees, we'll have to rename the community, which is absolutely hilarious. But, you know, another thing is that we have a lot of elderly in this population, and I do believe personally, I don't know, it might just be my train of thought, but I do believe that the more nature you have, the fresher the air, the longer you are able to live. And so, you know, I absolutely do appreciate the trees. I do believe that it helps us to clean the air and, you know, live a longer life. But it also comes with a consequence. It comes with us having to, you know, be prepared for roof insurance. But that is just some of the dangers of owning a home. There's floods, things that can happen. Some of my neighbors were talking about how there was floods in the past where they had to unclog drains because they got clogged. In order to allow things to pass, they had got in a new sump pump. The sump pump wasn't working. So there's a lot of things that can happen that, you know, you may not be aware of. You know, I'm still fairly new to the state, and the weather has definitely changed drastically over time. You know, when I first moved to the state, during the middle of winter, there was little to no snow. There was absolutely no snow that year. And then the next year, there was a little bit of snow. And then the year after that, it was too much snow. I was like, oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. And so, it was just amazing to see the changes in the weather. And a lot of people will contribute that to global warming. I'll just say that, every season is not always made the same, right? You can't always expect the same result. The weather is always changing. And so I'm still learning what the intensity is of living in this state and how intense it can be. But right now, I still believe that we're in a situation where we won't be affected too much by the weather itself. That's why I love Redfin. For my real estate people out there, here's a little nugget for you. Now, you can use Zillow and you can use Redfin, and I'm pretty sure there's other real estate apps that you can use out there. But I don't necessarily use Zillow because I don't think it has all the information that I need. The one thing I do like about Zillow, though, is that when you're looking for like a real estate property, like a rental property, I think they're pretty good at honing in on that as well. When you're looking at rents and things of that in certain areas, pretty good on honing on that as well. And a lot of the times, you might be able to find a couple of properties that are on Zillow, but they're not on Redfin for sale. And I haven't actually been looking at Zillow for a long time, but I'm pretty sure if I go on there, I can find a couple of properties that are for sale that are not listed on Redfin. And so, that is something that you can always look at to steal a deal that someone else might not be aware of by using both apps. But personally, I simply only use Redfin, and I also get assumable loans sent to me almost every single day by my real estate agent. And so that's what I kind of use in order to prepare myself and start to analyze and calculate deals that I'm looking at. And once I have a portfolio of deals that I think are worth it, I'll then contact my agent and say, hey, let's go ahead and look at 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and put an offer on said deal. Let's see if we can make something happen. And so that's how I operate. And, it's worked out. It's a little bit more efficient. The longer that I've been in the game, I start to be more efficient and cognizant of other people's time, right? So I don't want to go and look at 50 houses that I'm not ready to emotionally and mentally and physically invest in, right? So it has to be a great deal that I'm ready to pounce on today if we go and see it. Not something that I have to think about too much. The only things that still may turn me off is the neighborhood, right? Because I'm not familiar with every single neighborhood through and through. I know what neighborhoods I absolutely don't want to go into, but there are some that, just need a little bit of work. And so I like those neighborhoods that just need a little bit of work. You can push it to be really, really good. And so, yeah, that's a nugget for you guys that I don't use, is to start using Zillow also. Don't just use Redfin. I personally, again, I only use Redfin, and I only take the listings that my agent gives me as well. So I just basically use 2 sources in order to find deals. You can use 4 sources. You can use the MLS, you can use Redfin, you can use Zillow, and you can use your agent. There are some agents out there that will send you rental properties, that will send you deals that they think are conducive. I've had agents do that, and they were spot on. Some of those deals would have made a little bit of money, but I just didn't think the appreciation was there. And so I like to look at deals myself, so when I do find something, it's like, oh yeah, this will definitely work. This will absolutely work. And so, I say all that to say real estate comes with risk, comes with stress. It's not like the stock market, people. And we're going to talk stocks again here shortly, but I gave you like 2-3 weeks of stocks. So right now we're getting into that real estate swing of things, especially as interest rates are coming down. Because, that's what everybody's going to want to know. That's what everybody's going to want to invest in. And for all of you who are still in school and getting ready to make your first purchase, 2026, when those interest rates are down another 2 points, prices will be higher. Prices will absolutely be higher. But I still believe it'll be just a little bit more affordable. And so that will be a great opportunity for some people to get into the market. And if you're a first-time investor or home buyer, make sure you're looking at grants and other things that you can use, other programs that you can use in order to get ahead in today's economy. Now, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify for podcasters. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Peace.